Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back and thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of the strongest ninja Tonfa builds in Nioh 3. A hyper-aggressive, key-shredding, status-stacking monster that turns every fight into a blur of explosions and non-stop pressure. Tonfas shred ki faster than almost any weapon in the game. Their speed also means status effects like poison, fire, water, and lightning stack extremely fast, which makes it easier to trigger confusion and stack damage multipliers. On top of that, Tonfas keep you glued to enemies with constant pressure while still letting you dodge, reposition, and weave ninjutsu into your combos without breaking flow. To make this build even stronger, you'll be leveraging some powerful gear sets to maximize the damage of your Shadow Arts ninjutsu. Shadow Arts like Infernal Calamity or Thundering Calamity are capable of some massive burst damage with the right synergy. If you're looking for an early game ninja build or an alternative playstyle for Endgame that focuses on dual blades and ninja tools like shrapnel bombs, I'll have a link to both of those builds in the description below. The ninja definitely feels a bit overtuned, but to be honest, I'm not complaining because it feels good to be this powerful in New Game Plus. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more Nioh 3 guides coming soon, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Skill, heart, and intellect stand out as the three most important stats for this build because together they enhance every part of the build's damage loop. Skill will determine the attack power of your Tonfa and ninjutsu tools. Heart will determine how much total ki you have access to, and intellect buffs effect duration and ki recovery speed. Ki and ki recovery speed are absolutely critical for a Tonfa build because the entire playstyle revolves around non-stop pressure. If your ki pool is too low, or if your recovery is too slow, your pressure collapses, and the moment you run out of ki is the moment enemies get a chance to counterattack. High ki lets you stay in an enemy's face longer, chain together extended Tonfa combos, and still have enough left to dodge or throw out Shadow Arts ninjutsu in this case. Just keep in mind you need at least 16 Constitution to equip the Flying Kato's armor set and 15 magic so you can utilize 4 very powerful talismans. The 3 ninja tools you'll be using on this build is the Fire Shuriken, Thundering Calamity, and Poison Mist. To reach maximum damage on this build, you need to apply Confusion on enemies. Now, the game doesn't do a very good job explaining exactly what Confusion is, but Confusion is applied by inflicting 2 or more status effects on an enemy at the same time. Once an enemy is suffering from 2 or more, like fire and lightning, or water and wind, the game combines those effects and triggers Confusion. When this effect activates, the enemy takes significantly more damage, loses ki faster, and their movement speed is also reduced. The Fire Shuriken is one of the best ninja tools because it sticks to enemies and explodes shortly after, dealing burn damage over time. This means you can stack burn from a safe distance and weave the Fire Shuriken into your combos for even more burst damage. This tool cannot be unlocked with ninja points. Instead, you'll need to find the Fire Shuriken handbook, which is located on a corpse hanging from a cliff on the southeastern side of Hamamatsu. If you go to the Hamamatsu Castle Town East Shrine in the first region, backtrack from the shrine across the bridge, break some boxes against the wall by the tall grass, and then follow the hidden passage to the corpse. Lightning Calamity is a Shadow Arts tool that deals massive lightning damage to enemies in a very short burst and will pierce all enemies who come in contact with it, meaning you can kill multiple enemies at once with a single hit. Because you're using the Flying Kato armor set and the Illusory Dragon ninja skill, you're going to receive a significant damage buff to Lightning Calamity and your overall elemental damage. Lastly, Poison Mist. Now, from what you guys have been telling me, poison does not count towards your Confusion stacks, but you're still benefiting from the Shadow Arts tool damage buff and the added damage over time in addition to the fire, lightning, and water damage you're already stacking on the build. The most efficient way to use this tool is to get really close to your target and then use the tool while in midair. For some reason, this shortens the animation significantly and it will apply poison almost instantly. Poison Mist can be obtained from a large chest found inside of a room within the Gishi house in the 3rd area. You'll need to hit the painting of a tree without leaves with a tear in the middle between 2 shelves to access the hidden room containing a large chest with the Poison Mist handbook inside. For the Tonfa skill tree, you'll be unlocking a lot of martial arts skills, but one combo in particular is going to be your heavy hitter and your most consistent source of DPS. This combo includes a strong attack, followed by Heavenly Strike, Demon Dance, then Pulverize. Heavenly Strike follows a strong attack with a rapid series of Tonfa strikes. Demon Dance alters your missed behavior, trading dodge distance for larger vulnerability windows. Immediately after using Demon Dance, chain multiple quick attacks to trigger Pulverize, a martial art that unleashes a lengthy combo dealing fast, consistent damage. Once Pulverize is activated, you can repeatedly use Demon Dance to chain Pulverize over and over until your ki is fully depleted, which is insane. Once you complete the Way of the Ninja Veteran mission, you'll be able to activate the Apocalypse Mystic Art, which increases the damage of your Tonfa when you perform a series of consecutive attacks. I would also recommend grabbing the Mountain Breaker Lightning skill, which slams your Tonfa into the ground to unleash a devastating shockwave of electricity, which will contribute to your lightning status effect buildup. So eventually you'll unlock an NPC in the Eternal Rift named Matsunaga. He lets you pick a clan and your choice directly affects the perks you get. There's 2 clans I recommend selecting for this build if you want to reach maximum damage. Hasakawa, which is perfect for finishing off enemies. You deal more damage when you're at 50% ki or lower, and each kill boosts your luck, increasing the chances of scoring top tier loot. And the other one is Kakizaki, which is ideal for high damage builds. You gain nearly 10% extra ki damage and 15% bonus damage against winded enemies, making it devastating for aggressive players. My primary weapon for this build is the Twin Dragons Tonfa, which I got while farming a Crucible in New Game Plus. Farming Crucibles is one of the most reliable ways to get high tier gear with powerful stats. At +4, this Tonfa boasts nearly 1800 attack power, 8% martial arts damage, 1.5% martial arts ki damage, extra lightning damage, and bonus ki damage specifically in Crucibles. A secondary weapon is optional, but if you want to fully capitalize on the Flying Kato armor set bonus, you'll want to equip the Swift Hawk Katana. I also really enjoy using the Wisteria Longbow, which applies a debuff to enemies with ranged attacks, reducing the damage they deal to you. For armor, this build uses 3 pieces of the Iga Jonin set to take advantage of the 13% increased ninjutsu damage. When combined with 5 pieces of the Flying Kato Master of Illusion set, you get 15% increased ninjutsu gauge charge, 10% shadow arts damage, and 10% more elemental damage. I was also lucky enough to find an accessory with a unique stat that reduces set bonus requirements by 1 piece. This means you only need 4 pieces of a set to activate the 5-piece bonus, and the same effect applies to any other active sets in your build. And lastly, I believe the best Guardian Spirit for this build is Kurama. You get 8% more martial arts ki damage and nearly 9% added elemental damage. Next, let's talk about Soul Cores. For the Yang position in this build, my 2 favorites are the Raiju and Ibaraki Soul Cores. The Raiju Soul Core boosts lightning damage, which pairs perfectly with your lightning imbued weapon, grants a Spirit Force bonus as you attack enemies, and increases quick attack damage. Its summon deals lightning damage over a wide area, helping you stack lightning on enemies much faster. The Ibaraki Soul Core provides a massive spirit bonus against electrified enemies, increases damage when you're in critical condition, and improves ki recovery speed. Its summon also deals lightning damage while building status effects, making it a powerful complement to the Raiju core. For the Yin setup, we're using 4 extremely powerful talismans that work together to boost damage and survivability. First, the Yukatsu Baba Soul Core grants access to the Water Familiar Talisman. This summons water orbs that follow you and applies saturation to an enemy they touch. The goal here is to add another status effect to the build so you can trigger and amplify the confusion effect more consistently. Next, the Thunderstorm Oni Soul Core unlocks the Lightning Talisman, which temporarily imbues your weapon with lightning damage. If you're fighting an enemy with high lightning resistance, for example, you can easily swap this out for a Fire Talisman instead. The Blood Edge Demon Soul Core gives you the Carnage Talisman. This talisman provides a major boost to your attack power at the cost of lower defense, making it a classic high-risk, high-reward option. Lastly, we have one of the strongest talismans in the game, the Life Leech Talisman. This causes enemies to release life force when you attack them, restoring your health as you deal damage. It's especially useful in boss fights, letting you stay aggressive without constantly worrying about healing. The last thing to cover for this build is the common skills and ninja skills you'll be using. Starting with Attack Mastery 1 and Attack Mastery 2. These are simple, efficient damage boosts that only require 6 skill points to unlock, making them an easy early investment. Next are Supreme Parry and Enduring Destruction, which both reward you for landing a successful burst break. Supreme Parry restores 150 health when you burst break an enemy, while Enduring Destruction grants a temporary damage boost after a successful burst break. Together, they improve both your survivability and your overall damage output. Your main mastery skill is Versatility. This skill increases your weapon damage over time, stacking up to 9 times. You build these stacks by using different martial arts, which is why the Strong Attack into Demon Dance into Pulverize combo is so effective. It lets you quickly cycle through multiple martial arts and build your damage stacks fast. Finally, there's Amplification, which extends the duration of your Omnio magic effects. This allows your elemental weapon buffs, damage buffs, and enemy debuffs to last longer, giving you more value from every cast and keeping your damage uptime high. The first ninja skill is Patience of the Gods, which increases the rate at which you build up status ailments by 24%. This allows you to trigger the confusion debuff on enemies much faster. Rigor of the Gods increases elemental attack damage by 10%, boosting your weapon's damage after you imbue it with fire, lightning, water, or wind. Concentrated Mist lets you deal damage to nearby enemies when you perform a mist. This means that every time you use Demon Dance into Pulverize, you're stacking even more damage over time. Hollow Form leaves behind an after image whenever you perform a Mist or Demon Dance. If an enemy touches the after image, you regain some ki, helping you extend your combos and stay on the offensive longer. Lastly, Illusory Dragon increases the damage you deal to enemies affected by status ailments by 12% when you hit them with a Shadow Arts ninjutsu of a different element. This is why the Fire Shuriken works so well with this build. You can throw the Shuriken to apply burn damage over time, and then follow up with Lightning Calamity to take advantage of that 12% damage boost. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and sticking around until the end. Your support has been unreal these last couple of days. Thank you so much for all the comments, likes, and engagement on the videos. Let me know in the comments what videos and what builds you want to see next. I've been playing as the ninja a lot, and I'm slowly going to move into the samurai soon. Man, the ninja is just a lot of fun to use, but I'm sure there's plenty of powerful samurai builds to make, and I'm really excited. Thanks again, guys. If you want to see more Nioh 3 guides coming soon, please leave a like in the video, and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.